Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. I come with the smokes and all the fire. Fist bump. Yes, Big Cat, as we kick our way in gratitude to another day, as we continue to get great, darling dear. What's going on, Barbara? Straight from the Uganda. Don't you know? Fist bump, Taurus chorus, Big Cat wave, flower child, namaste. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. Glad you could pop in. TTT, Life Oracle, Wagwan, pinkies up. Let's get that energy up, up, up as we sit at a table set by the Most High. Psalms 23:5. Let them watch you eat, Big Cat. Let them watch. Why not? They've got nothing else to do. You are the Alpha and Omega in their life. Sputnik has launched many a hillbilly investigation hoping to graduate from the Big Cat Academy. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. Right. The planetary energies today, darling dears, as we dive into these peccadillos. The sun in Leo squares the nodes of destiny, no less. Big Cat, hey, hold on to your lace front. It will be shaking up, right? Things. So be prepared for whatever comes your way today, darling dear. Hiya, with what? East Island and Stevie Wonder, maybe a bit of what? Kicking ass and taking names. Let's see. Wagwan Audra, Big Cat wave. You'll be in a more self-indulgent and sensual mood because you're loving on yourself, Big Cat. Why? Because you're Big Cat and you're fabulous, gorgeous and lovely. I told you many a time. You pea glitter, you shit cupcakes, and you fat rainbows. Fist bump, don't tell them, they already know. Why? Sputnik has you in the crosshairs. Anyway, on the plus side, this aspect can also bring a surge of creativity and genius like epiphanies, darling dear. Genius like epiphanies. Good God. Yeah, Big Cat genius. Yeah, that adds up. Let's press on with the planetary energies. It would be wise to write down your brilliant, ideas as they're being shot around in your cranium today, darling dears. Within this 10th square between the Leo sun and the nodes of destiny, you may also encounter some harsher emotions. The energy created here can make people want to what? Share without a filter. They want to come at you with no filter. Good God, what's the matter with them? You are ecopraxic, darling dear. You're not going to what? Get into the Big Cat's cranium today. They're trying to copy your gangster. They will find you obstreperous. They've got what? Atikiphobia. What's that? Fear of being less than a Big Cat. That's their business. You didn't make them afraid. But anyway, I digress again. Stick a pin in that. Let's carry on with the planetary energies. This tense square, darling dears, could make emotions unpredictable. Yes, baby. There might even be a tendency to say things that you don't really mean in that moment. Babe, F off and get lost. Go back to the bowels of hell. Listen, if you've got to tell somebody that, you meant that shiznai. Fist bump. Delzek, Big Cat wave. Whether this energy resonates with you on a personal or creative level, it might be a good idea to jot down all of your thoughts, your creative epiphanies today, darling dear. You are what? Shooting gold in your cranium, darling dear. But you must continue to what? Move in silencio. Drop it on them when you're ready. Like it's hot, darling dear. Like it's hot. Try to avoid arguments or heated discussions. Why? I told you, from a distance you can't see whom the chicken of the sea is. They, them, and from the backwoods, darling dear, the creatures from the backwoods with yarn for hair, right? Want to bring you into a what? A bit of what? Tussling, right? And what? Tongue wrestling. Listen, your throat chakra, darling dears, I keep telling you, is connected to your hairline. And you don't want your what? Blood pressure and your heart going boom diddy boom. Let the ignorant stay in their ignorance among those ignoramuses that they call what? Friends, the same ones that go on their balls of the feet to bring all of their personal informations and what? Wounds to you, darling dear. Listen, we've got our block game locked and loaded, big cat. Locked and loaded. Why? Because they can't come where we're going, and they cannot interrupt and take your energy. Be the guard at that gate, darling dear. Your energy is gold dust to a bottom feeder. Yes, baby. They are big mad. In fact, they may even be super mad. Someone better give them a cape and a plastic seat to sit on so they can suck it all up, darling dears. Suck it up. Shout out to all those who underestimated a big cat. They will what? Cry for air, the loss of you, and they will make anyone in their hemisphere pay for it. Why? They try to put what? Jezebel spirits, right? Seekers of the dark side of the chaos magic on you, darling dear. And guess what? They have to sit in the maelstrom that they created as they continue to what? IF all what you've got going on, darling dears. I'm telling you, they know your address, but they can't come through. Why? They are banned, deleted, and missing. Not literally, just figuratively, darling dears. Shout out to everyone who turned their back on a big cat. Shout them out, darling dear, from the rooftops. They taught you what, big cat? To love thyself at your lowest. So when you are at your highest, not everyone can take your shine, and they can't come back. You ain't taking no dummy bad zombite back into your existence. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. Fist bump. These people, well, they said they was people. We haven't done the scratch and sniff test. We'll circle back, darling dears. They will. It may be a week. It may be a month. It could even be years, darling dear, or even decades, right? They will bleed from the crevice of the devil's balls to try and see if they can get back in. Why? They're a dummy bad. Their memory is short. Them don't remember none of the damn things them did do. Once you've what? After... Big cat, they want to circle back after you've accepted, right? Your freedom. You've tasted the rainbow, the infinite rainbow that was gifted to you by the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis. Are they mad? I start staring mad and looking like what? Alfalfa from the hood. Darling dears, pinkies up. Keep swerving through the traffic of Zemblanity, darling dear. Be like what? Feet don't fail me now. Get your Forrest Gump on and keep your run on. Your back arched as you move towards your infinite possibilities. Big cat, pinkies up. Yeah. You learn the value of what? Easter Island Stevie Wonder. Easter Island Stevie Wonder. Yeah. Your shapely back, darling dear. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. Your reputation. Law number 5 of the 48 laws of power. As you what? Realize there's no such thing as a free lunch. Law 40 of the 48 laws of power. Free lunch, we despise that. Because there's always something on the back end. Without the Vaseline, lad. Big cat, you learned how to protect thine energy. Right up there with your hairline, your edges, your pocketbook, your handbag. your Skrilla.com from the T-Rex arms on this Mount Goof, because they will go for the jugular every time. Big Cat, guess what? You built a table with Father God Most High as the centerpiece. And guess what? God chose them there haters from the hills, darling. They're possibly looking like Leatherface, or is it Leatherhead? Whatever. Right. To watch you eat. Psalms 23:5. Fist bump. And they are a captive audience. Why? Your ancestral team has no what? Pause or chill factor. They're getting at them in the 3 a.m. with the wake up, wake up. Listen, they are stressed, pressed, and under duress, darling dear. Fist bump. This and that. Those tables, them their tables, have turned, Big Cat, and have now turned back. Not while you've got breath in your body. And what the 6 G's, darling dear? You're saying case, the 6 G's again, darling dear? God, goals, right? Gifts, gratitude, greatness, darling dear. Yeah. And did I say, you've got to get back. Get back, darling dear. Get back to whom you was meant to be in a North Node kind of a styly, Big Cat. You will never allow the treatment of others to determine your worth again. Remember I told you that, Big Cat? Big Cat, how could you be ungrateful for the pedestal you've been put on? For the table that you set and put God, Father God, Mother Isis at the centerpiece. You understand, Mother Gaia is saying no. How now, brown cow? To the light worker star seed, the crystal child, the indigos, the earth angels. When God say yes, no one can say no. Fist bump, as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection. From Father God, Mother Isis, Mother Gaia, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides, as above so below. From Keitha to Malkuth, Namaste. Energies, up, Big Cat, you're right, Audradai. The grace of the Most High is resting on thee. You know your worth, and you've added tax. You crawled your way out of what? The bargain bucket blood. You crawled across that floor and pulled yourself up onto the counter. And you said, no, that's not high enough. You went into that glass cage that's got the security camera, a security guard, and it's alarmed. And everybody knows when someone is trying to pick that lock, because all eyes are always on the throne, Big Cat. On the throne. Fist bump. Right. Let's see what's going on, darling dears. Let's get a rune. Oh, you've got a duo, darling dears. I don't know why that's still there. You've got a duo, 2 of them. Oh, nearly slipped off of my ball. Listen, the ball nearly had me, but you see, it strengthened my core. I was able to drag myself back without cracking my head on my cup. When you cast runes, darling dears, you read them from right to left. The first rune you have is what? Strength. The Big Cat Leo, darling dear. Your endurance took you past what? Survivor to thriver. Your determinations and patience, darling dear. Whatever seeds you sowed. It took a while to grow, darling dear, as you what? Detoxified the whole of your existence from a bottom feeder. Bottom feeding. You did what? You painted a big fat wet one on a stick and threw it, and they ran after it, dummy brat. Yeah, they did. The strength card, represented by what? 32, 33, 34, and 35, and what? The letter N. This is Nathaz. Somebody's what? Distressed, darling dear. Why? The strength card speaks about not being tempted off your flip-flop, darling dear. Drama-free, keeping your eyes to the sky, darling dear, as you realize you are the prize, Big Cat. You always was, not a flower to be plucked, darling dears. How now, brown cow? The effrontery of it all. Mmmmmhmmm. They want to circle back. They better find your domicile to be the Bermuda Triangle. They miss what, 5 or 6 hours from their life trying to find where you are on the GPS, on the spiritual plane, because your words carry spiritual weight. When you told them, they will eat shit, right? And they will remember the day they did you how they did you. They laughed in your face and told everyone that you was mad. I see that as a compliment as a big cat. Why? Because you're woke, blood. And once you're woke, there's no going back, blood. The strength card speaks about what? You being the hero in your life. As you did resist the temptation, you used the spiritual strength from going within, darling dear. Your mental growth is off the chart, the Richter scale, darling dear. It also speaks about what? The claiming of authority in your life. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, darling dears. Yes, yes. All of this and that. Posh, clap. Good God. If you're gonna get one to back it up, let it be a fella. A fella is represented by the World card in tarot and the letters F and O. For fuck out of here. For fucking obstreperous. Right? So for what? Get your freak on. Yes. All of this and that, big cat. Pinky's up. My left hand is itching me. Something needs to be paid, darling dear. A debt must be paid. If you owe anything today, darling dears, pay something towards it. Remember I told you that, big cat. Why? A debt is also karma. Don't create it for yourself. And if you got it, clear it up, darling dear. Don't drag it on. If you owe any of these bottom feeders anything in the realms of what? Skrilla.com, give it to them. Give it to them. Why? They be on you with the T-Rex arms, darling dear. You ain't got time for no long talking, yeah? Give them what they're due so that they can what? F-O. F-O. The World card, represented by the letters 84, 85, 86, and 87. Earth and Saturn energy, as well as the fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpion, Aquarius. The key word is guide, darling dear. Being guided to a desirable outcome. Ending of one cycle as you what? Go into a new chapter in your life. The best chapter. The chapter where you what? Lean on your own understanding. You went within. The only way out is within, big cat. I tell you this many times. Once you claim dominion over your mind and go into your subconscious with your affirmations, right? Setting a thing straight before you what? Go into the arms of sleep of a night, darling dear. Just before you fall asleep, you set your intentions. You say it 3 times, a thruple, thrice, so that it gets to your subconscious, and then go to sleep, darling dear, and watch everything unfold in what? Divine timing, darling dear. Patience is the key. The World card also speaks about what? Sputnik. I told you, the mouth breathers. They're still watching, spying on your fresh start. It also speaks about world travel. Some of you are what? Well traveled, and some of you are going to be what? Embarking on new travels over the next few months, darling dear. What? To understand other cultures. To understand what? Big cats got wings, darling dears. Robert Wright, Wagwan, Pinky's up. F-O. They better F-O. Right, we're going to use I believe this is Wisdom of the Oracle. Give it a good shufty, wake up the deck. Oh. You have a new path, darling dear. Time to go. Leave the past behind. Remember, if you look back, remember Lot's wife, Salt Bay. She never left. It also reminds me of what the hallucins you had to create between you and they, them, and The levels weren't the same, blood, so you had to create a hallucine. One where it was less salty, more free to roam, darling dears. And it also speaks about the path that you had to take. You had to keep your eyes forward, never backwards. As they fell on your left and your right, you shall go on. In the words of Celine Dion, posh clap. Yeah, time to go. They've got to go away and go on where they must go. with their foolishness, folio. What's this? Because you had the deep knowing. You knew from the inside out, darling dear, that you were blessed. You got what? An idea. And you're doing what? The Mariah Carey. It's like who? I don't know these people or person. If you've got progeny with them, it's an immaculate conception, darling dear. You don't know what happened. You just turned up with progenies, mate. And every one of them is a blessing to you, darling dears. Even the moon is embarrassed, darling dear. Whatever they did in the dark, darling, their shame is all up and on and in their face. Yeah, one more card, please. Thank you. They better fall back, darling dear. Time for a nap, night. Because they will never graduate from the university, big cat. Why? Because they can't come in. Why? Because they're effed up and they're wicked and they're drama filled and them block pocketos. Buddy, have you got a dime? They come with the bad luck, the bad intentions, the bad advice, the bad credit, right? And a bad memory in the what? Panani and Futum department, darling dear. That did listen. Time to go, darling dears. We've got a... Is that a wolf? Where's my all-seeing tortoise? Yeah, it's a fox going to sleep, darling. You better go to sleep. There'll be no eating of the cat today, darling dears. No eating of the cat. Take that however you want it, darling dears. Take it how you want it. Base of the deck, use your imagination. Didn't I tell you that you're going to be getting ideas, epiphany, that is going to be gold, darling dear? You write that she's naive down, or you follow it until the wheels fall off, darling dear. Follow your intuition, use your discernment. Divine is shining a light down on you. You are what? Front and center stage, darling dear. Right, let's get a deck and see what else is going on. I looked at this one and I went to touch another one. I'm going with this. King of Cups, mastering your emotions, darling dear. And in some cases, if you're looking for what? A duo, a duet, a true love's first kiss. The King of Cups is someone that you want in your life. This is somebody who's mature, darling dear, with their emotions. They've been through a thing or two. It will be somebody who is established, got their own things, whether male or female, darling dear. Their own house, their own job and career, right? And their own vehicle, their own chariot of righteousness, right? That's not a piece of shit. The King of Cups in the upright. I might add, darling dear, lean in. This is what? An intelligent message for you, darling dear. One which is loving and protecting. It also speaks about what? The jelly bogelly, darling dear. Why? You're turning out as a wise woman or wise man, and them don't like it. They see that you're a hard worker that is family orientated, and your loyalty cannot be doppelganger, darling dears. They got with Agent Smith affiliates, and nothing is panning out for them. Why? Because you mind your own business. You learn to be compassionate with yourself, learn self-love, self-care, and self-worth, and you are a boss. So bosses, rock with bosses, darling dear. We've got no time to be playing with a puppy. Right. Let's give it a good shufty. Oh, this fell out. These wanted to come through as well. Right, let's see what that is. See what else is going on. And this, Page of Pentacles, right? An offer or offers coming on the tableau. Let's see, we've got the Temperance. Temperance coming through in the Sagittarius energy. The Page of Pentacles is represented by Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We've got the Death card, Scorpio energy. We've got the Five of Swords, darling dears. Which is Aquarius energy, as well as Venus. I told you Venus is represented by, come on case, think. Venus is represented by the moon, and it's the northward direction, but I always like to coin it as what? The north, no, darling dear. And what have we got? The Lovers. We have 3 major arcana out of 5, darling dear. Your life is what? Getting divine timing front and center. You're being directed, guided, led to what? Get great. This is new opportunities coming towards you. We have the Lovers. This is about some partnership that went wrong. Whether a friendship, a family member, they was always jealous of you, darling dear. You was either sleeping with a snake, communing with a snake, telling your deepest secrets to a snake. This is about the one-upmanship, darling dear. They like to see you cry. They like to hurt you, bring pain. But what the Five of Swords also speaks about, you washing your face from fakeazoid partnerships, friendships, family members, work colleagues, whatever the paradigm is for you, darling dear. Death to that. Bonfire for that, darling dear. This is what the new beginning of you, the Scorpio energy, darling dears. It speaks about the rebel within you. You overcame depression and in some cases death, darling dear, right? And your transformation has brought what? New possibilities towards you. Whatever it was a painful situation for you to leave behind. Why? You was used to the dysfunction, darling dear, and the unknown was simply unknown until you went into it and realized it's the best position to be, darling dear, where you can get your gangster on. A blessing in disguise as you let go of the sadness. It brought about what? Life changing events for you, darling dear. We also have the Temperance, Earth Angel, you be, darling dear. It also speaks about what? Death to a certain situation. Possibly a situation that was what? Controlling. Could have had the medications or medicated yourself, darling dear. You understood how to what? Hold your meds to go within. The Temperance in the upright Sagittarius energy. It brings about the balance and the purpose you brought into your life. You held that long-term vision because you understood part of the assignment was to know the journey. The destination, we all gonna get that destination. Do you want to know what it is? Brown bread, darling dear. It's the journey in between life and death. With the what? Temperance, darling dear. Know that you are blessed, guided and covered by your ancestral team, dispatched by the Most High. Somebody's not loving a situation that you walked away from, darling. They thought you'd come back. Why didn't they hold their breath? They couldn't do you that service? No. They wanted to live another day to cast aspersion on your godly name. They wish. Clarify the Lovers. Oh, what did I say? Knight of Swords plus the Wheel of Fortune on its face. Bad luck was all over it, mate. This is what? A cycle that would never have ended if you'd stayed stuck with this Knight of Swords energy, darling dear. The Knight of Swords on its face is somebody who is what? Hypercritical, verbally and mentally and emotionally abusive, quick with the words. They lead on what? Their low self-esteem, darling dear. They try to what? Capitalize and bring you down with them. Well, guess what? That ship going down by itself. No longer engaging in that what? Partnership, friendship, whatever it is for you. The Wheel of Fortune on its face speaks about the rinse and repeat of cycles. Stuck in the same melodramas that you left behind in yesteryear. They're having setback after setback, darling dear. This is the Two of Swords in the reverse, as I say setback, because of the choices they made. This goes to what? This makes what? Seven of Swords. They would love to come back, darling dear. They are all up in their cranium. They can't believe the ascension, right? And the full-on change in you. You changed your idea about whom you were, knowing that you are what? Proverbs 31:10, darling dear. More precious than diamonds or gold. And you don't choose a situation like this. One that is fraught and filled with what? Karma. We don't like the karmas. No. What about the what? The back front neck tabbing snakes in their envy as you washed your face like David. Oh, that's another throuple. We've got what? The Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Cups, darling dear. Two people in particular. This is what? Spell work in the form of what? Negative energy, negative words, darling dears. Try to bring you down. They wanted you to stay stuck in that emotional turmoil with a pitchy-patchy hairline, darling dear. If that don't make you hide your ovaries and your scrotum, I don't know what will, darling dears. These two in particular, this is some kind of what? A love connection, because it's right next to the partnership, right? They got together to try and make you envious of them. Envious of them? When the maid took your trash, the basura, are you kidding me, blood, brah, or sistrine? This is someone that is a Jezebel, or two Jezebel spirits or two narcs are in the same bed, putting their own selves on that emotional roller coaster as they still try to get your attention. Still trying to get your attention, blood. This is a plan, darling dear. They was planning to rock your world. They wanted you to be caught up in your cranium over the choices they made. Them trying to make it seem like they chose over you. When you put them out first, I don't understand. What's the matter with them? They're getting things twisted. Where did they getting their answers from the devil, darling dear? The devil! The crevice of the devil's balls in their mud hut. Face of the deck, darling dear. 7 of Wands. Block game. Listen, your block game is on point. 7 of Wands in the upright speaks about you standing your ground. You left a situation with 2 different shoes, darling dear. Baby, you had to get away and get out, but you got great. It also speaks about what? Spiritual protection as well as spiritual guidance. 7 of Wands in the upright is what? The Leo energy of it all, darling dears. The Leo energy of it all. Your efforts were challenged at every turn. Why? They tried to what? Impart self-doubt on you, right? Wanting you to feel less over a situation. This is a partnership, darling dear. One was an astronaut, and another one was a master or mistress of the dark occult. This is sex magic, darling dears. Sex magic. That's their business. As long as your genitalia is not involved, big cat, you're good. Pinkies up. Stand your ground and continue to turn your back. There is no going back, darling dears, because they will what? Punish you, right? With what? Not keeping in partnership, no longer communing with them. Yeah, and you are being discussed, trust and believe, over the choices that you're making. They don't like it that you're spiritual and you haven't stopped rising. You're just like cream. You'll always come out on top, big cat. Pinkies up. What did you most of all have to stand your ground in the face of? Clarify the 7 of Wands. Look. A reverse Empress. Someone who wanted to be you. This is a copycat. They're trying to copy your spirituality, how you look, in order to keep someone in a situation. This person is a mother, but their progeny had to bite off that umbilical cord and hit the ground running, darling dear. This is somebody who can't co-create by themselves. This is a heinous gossip. Was it a bitter Betty or a bitter Benjamin? Yes. In some cases, it's a mother-in-law, darling dear. The mother-in-law, the mother of the person that you was involved with, was a full-on narcissist, darling dear. This person was verbally abusive, and what a Jezebel spirit. A lot of in and out energy. This mother controlled them, right? With the what? The breadcrumbing, darling dear. Right next to the Knight of Wands. Yeah, breadcrumbed her progeny, right? And taught them how to be dummy bats by her behavior. Is she sorry? No. Yeah, she's sorry. 9 of Wands. This is about what? The same progeny that she what? Failed to raise right, darling. They are abusing her with their words by not properly being involved in her life. Good God. Yes, and if she had any money, the same progeny is controlling all of her finances. This is elderly abuse, darling dear. The abuser is being abused in their old age. They're being controlled, darling dear, and their mental health is not right. Right next to the in and out energy, the Knight of Wands, this speaks about dementia. It speaks about Alzheimer's, memory loss. And I'm also feeling a home, something to do with a home that's been overtaken, darling dear. Maybe the elder, I said it was the Empress, but it could be male or female. This person is in a retirement home, or they're not being, if they're in a retirement home, their funds are being abused by the progeny that they did not raise properly. They taught them well. Yeah, and now they're the ones being cheated. Lots of this and that, darling dears. All while you're not getting smoked. Clarify the temperance. Some balance being brought into a situation. It also speaks about managing your time long term, focusing on your long term vision in order to what? Continue to have peace in your life. There is also a secret admirer. You have a magician, darling dear. This is a mage. I told you. Listen. Apart from it's telling you that you have the badass alchemist ways, you have all of the tools and gifts to what? Create whatever life you want. You have offers coming towards you in the multitude. Watch. After the what? The new moon in Aquarius, the full moon in Aquarius hits tomorrow, darling dears. Watch your life, what? Manifest. Those seeds you sow, darling dear, are going to what? Gather momentum and give you the blessings that you truly deserve, darling dears. Remember I told you that. We use the energy and harness the energy of the what? Lion's Gate, which we are still in until the 12th. What's this? The Chariot, darling dear. Feet don't fail you now. Somebody who's a mage. This is somebody who's in command of the what? Their spiritual life. This is somebody who is what? Also a co-creator. If you want someone to approach your throne, it's got to be a king, an emperor, a hierophant energy, or a mage, darling dear. Someone who knows how to bend the matrix just like you. What? Yes, baby. And this is 3 major arcana, darling dears. A divinely guided partnership. Whether it's a love thing in the romantical department or a true what? Like-minded soul tribe. They're coming towards you at a hot trot. Helping hands are on the way. You are never alone, darling dear. Remember I told you that. Just because you feel as though you've been sat down, no babe, you're being fine-tuned. You're Ibex, prototype of your lineage. Don't get it twisted, darling dear. Your imagination is what brings what? Worlds, kingdoms, empires to the forefront. What did I just say? Poised. And you have to remember that you are the key to your happiness. Happiness is an inside job because change is in the wind. Baby! Page of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, he was right. You named them when they hated you, right? Right next to the page, this is something that the dysfunction started in childhood for some of you, darling dears. You was raised by a narc who was wounded, darling dear. This is someone who would what? If they had more than one progeny, they put one child up over the other, or many children up over one, darling dear. There was always a thumber. Who's that? The black sheep. Who's laughing now, darling dears? This is spiritual what? Awareness, as well as what's raising your spiritual weight, darling dear, as you went within for self-improvement as well as self-examination. This is why the opportunities are being gifted to you, because what? You learned how to what? Discipline yourself. Whatever you did, darling dear, to get where you are right now, you did it by the sweat of your proverbial balls. This is why blessings are being gifted onto you. And them don't like it. I for them business. Shout out to them, yeah? Quietly. Right? With communicative dance of love and light. There is no get back. Big Cat. I'm going to drop it right there. I will continue with this read in the Patreon. So come and join me so we can find out what else is going on as this change is in the wind. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked and don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. We're going to the Patreon, darling dear. Why? Because we want to know what blessings are being opened and opportunities are being shown to us, darling dears. We've got to know the intel and get the recon. If you're watching this live, wait 60 minutes before I upload the video. And if you're watching this as a video, see you in the Patreon. Pinkies up and fist bump. They slept on the wrong cat and they can't come back, darling dear. Hell to the no, 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 no.